Remember when I said I was going to do a Q&A? Yeah, it's not happening. So the first comment comes from this guy, Freezy. He asks for my private information, including the wacky numbers on the back. And to that I say 3.145926535897. Jerry Draws with a J asks, why is puberty? See, there's a point. There comes a certain point where things change. You start to lose your taste in baby food and pacifiers. Him heart eyes. 2 comments calling me cringe. It's not like I've heard this for 3 years of my life. When is the when? When did the when that the can you? Should I ask a question? This ties in. How is your fan base so garbage? Mere children. Almost all of these jokes are joke questions. How is your fan base so funny? Mere children. Here's a question. Would you rather be a microwave or a toaster? Here's my short answer. What do you animate on? And you show Adobe Animate. What's a question? Hi. Can you please explain the FNAF lore? Fredbear's Family Diner, William Afton and Henry, opened in 1967. The family's friendly Fredbear Family Diner, featuring a brown furry suit of a bear as a mascot. Henry usually wear this suit, as they didn't have enough money to hire someone to do the job for a long time, and they were studying at the time. William studied engineering and Henry business administration and communication. William met an unnamed woman with whom he married and 3 years later had a boy called Michael. They met in the court. William was being charged for murdering a child that was allegedly crying outside the diner for being scared of Fredbear, the bear, and she was working selling hot dogs in front of the building. By the way, he was released because they didn't have evidence pointing to it. It took them 4 years to actually achieve any success with the diner, as they learned from little Michael that Fredbear was boring. William then designed a new mascot, a yellow furry suit of a rabbit called Bonnie. The chemistry between the characters worked like black magic, and the success rained on them was like rain on a rainy day. The amount of money they got was so much, William used it to test his engineering skills, designing the first 2 Springlot suits, which were obviously Bonnie and Fredbear. The success increased. Fredbear Fazbear's Pizza, the diner's success was so big, a company decided to buy it and open a franchise around it. Henry and William sold it, seeing a whole lot of profit from it, but there was a catch. The company used sneaky legal actions that allowed them to have the diner 100% under the possession, erasing Henry and Michael's name from it. The company then opened Fazbear Entertainment to take care of everything. William was so pissed because of this that he cut any relationship with anyone involved for the franchise. Henry, on the other hand, didn't know any other thing to do, so he asked for a job. He became the phone guy. FFP Animatronics. FFP opened in 1973 and featured 4 furry suits full of animals: Freddy Fazbear, a recolor of Bonnie, Chica, a Foxy the pirate. This made William even more pissed when he learned that they made 4 animatronics without him. He started planning his revenge. By the way, the diner was still open as a sister location for FFP. The origin of Purple Guy in 1976, William had twins, a little blonde girl and a little brunette boy. He started to teach Michael to take care of them because Daddy won't be around forever. During his free time, William started designing and projecting new robots. He hated the name animatronics and plans for his own company, Afton Robotics, but he had another plan under his sleeve: ruin FFP from inside. He disguised himself as Dave Miller and started working applied for daytime security at FFP, as he was always wearing purple, the uniform's color, and usually hid in the shadows to stay out of sight of anyone who might recognize him. He was nicknamed by every child as the Purple Guy. During this time in 1980, he did his evil plan, using the spring body suit he built years earlier. He lured 5 children to a back room, murdered them, and hid inside the body of the animatronics. In case you're wondering what he did to the 5th one, he obviously hid it in a spare Freddy suit he painted yellow. Duh. Fortunately for Billy, They actually caught Henry inside of him, as one of the cameras caught him walking around in one of the suits. He got out sometime later, and they managed to prove he had some mental disabilities and had a fixation with wearing the suits around and had no violent behavior. But Dave, well, he was fired when FFP closed. Circus Baby, with the help of the money he got from selling the children's organs in the black market, William opened Apton Robotics and had everything ready to open with his own kid-friendly restaurant, Circus Baby's Pizza World. The problem is that he got a new hobby, and this is where his hill went down. He liked the idea of killing children and the profit he could get from selling their organs. Healthy children organs are way more valuable than adults. He made special alterations in his robots, turning them into a kid kidnapping and killing machines. The problem is that in 1982, he accidentally let his daughter get close to Baby when he wasn't looking, and Baby killed her. He knew he was the one to blame, but he actually blamed Michael for this, saying that he, as the older brother, should have protected her. This incident led to the pizzeria's cancellation and William's divorce. His wife took Michael and the other boy with her, leaving him alone. His new hobby and this incident in his life led him to become a human monster. The children going a little away from the entire Afton story arc. Let's talk about the children he murdered. The first one came to possess the puppet from FFP. The other, every adult, was the purple guy they heard of was still alive. Wait. They thought... The bite of 83, William, ex-wife, took the children and they started living closer to the diner. That was still running great. For the good old times before the problems, she would take them there. William, on the other, didn't like it in the slightest and bought a warehouse close to the diner where he built an underground room that he used to monitor cameras installed in the house, the diner, and street. He also started preparing the warehouse to building Circus Baby Entertainment Rental. He also returned to Dave Miller persona, working at the diner, taking a closer look at his son. The crying child after the baby incident, Michael became a rebel teenager, rebelling against his father's will, bullied his younger brother. For others' unluckiness, he was also traumatized for actually having witnessed Baby killing his sister in the year before. For his luckiness, though, he had a revival friend, psychic friend Fredbear. Unbeknownst to him, the plush was actually a camera his father used to check on him. More unbeknownst to him, when the plush talked with him, it was actually the spirit of his sister who was haunting William's warehouse, and the supernatural abilities managed to speak to the camera system. The bite per se, you all know how it happened. Birthday party, bad joke, head inside the bird's mouth and chomp. Child's head crushed. He went to the hospital but died. His sister tried to help him, but in the end became a ghost, purple bear, crying in the corners of everywhere that suit killed him at. William's revenge after the bite. Michael's mother committed suicide, and he was and it was taken under William's keeping, but Billy wasn't actually happy with his son, who caused the death of another with his children. William projected the new building to have a place for torturing children, specifically made for Michael, actually. The room was designed to mimic Michael's room from the other house, so when he would fall asleep, William would take him to the nightmare room. Michael would be drugged and unleash nightmare robotic versions of Freddy Fazbear animatronics and haunt him at night, giving him some reminders of what he did to his brother. This marked Michael for life and turned him into a better person, actually. 1987. Oh my god, this is long, isn't it? Well, in 1987, another Freddy Fazbear's Pizza opened with new animatronics. William became Dave again and killed 5 more children. The place temporarily shut down, reopened in November, but didn't last long after Mangle bit someone. Henry was once again without a job. The problem is that in this attempt, they recognized Dave as William, so they had to hide himself for his own safety, fixing past mistakes during the time of killing. William started pondering about his decisions in life and how it screwed everything for him. He caused the death of his family, lasting only him and his older son. That was it, the solution. If he, William, ruined everything, Michael could be the one to fix everything. He then sent a letter to Michael explaining everything he should do. William was aware of the spirits and possessions, and he knew his daughter was haunting CBE and R, so he sent Michael there first. Then sister location happened and all that jazz, or should I say casual bongos. Kill me. So Baby first thought Michael was William, but then he recognized his brother and saw an opportunity for her and the other sentient robots from the rental to leave in using him as a human disguise, MT64, and then tried to live a life as a regular human being pretending to be Michael. But unfortunately, the black magic didn't prevent flesh from rotting, so his job wasn't done, and he had one last thing to do, free the souls of his father's victims. So he went to work at FFP that reopened in the 90s to check if the possession was really going on there. Oh, Henry died before Michael began to work. Michael got a fake name, Mike Schmidt, He wasn't as good with names as his father was, and worked there. He fortunately was fired for being a smelly corpse and supposedly tampering with the animatronics, so he waited for when the pizzeria closed for good. With the help of Shadow Freddy, who was actually there in the spirit of his younger brother, he dismantled the animatronics, freeing the children's souls from their physical restraints. For Michael's unluckiness, in the FNAF universe, rotten corpses are purple, which led the spirits into believing it was actually the purple guy, and consequently attacking him. Thankfully, Michael remembered about the spring bonding suit he left. It could fool the animatronics, as his father told him. Unfortunately, the suit failed on him, crushing his body. As the spirits thought the killer was dead for good, they left. Michael stayed there, sitting in an abandoned room, a rotten body inside a broken suit with his brother. FNAF 3. No one likes FNAF 3. You all know what happens here. The future after Fazbear's Fright burned down. And an attempt from Michael to remove the suit. He thought the fire would disintegrate the suit, but it only hurt more. He concluded the last thing he had to do in his never-ending life was to go after his father, one who caused all of the poop to happen to everyone in this franchise. So what's to come? Only FNAF 6 will answer us. How many microwaves can you fit in your fridge? The time of capture essence of space all who enter. Imposter sus or the baby? Le. My brother asked a question in my own Q&A. Can I come out the basement yet? What do you think of Subway? Eat fresh, man. Come on. Okay, what if hypothetically I said a question that didn't make sense? That would be so hilarious and funny and hilarious. Don't Yash. Do you like words? Yes, I do. I like this one. Hive. Q, what's a cowboy? Me. Explain SpongeBob. Marks, I love you. Will you buy me a... I'm so sorry. Will you buy me a Fumo footage? Show me your bucket list? Make a Q&A. Huh. Who is your inspiration? You, Nusher. Why does you voice sound like that? Sorry, I don't sound like Clip. Do you miss us? Yeah. Among Us. Can you shout me out? Yeah, sure, man. Here you go. No, no. Oh, that's number 2. Number 2 is no. How do you be poggers? Tommy Injit. When is How to Hit Those Low Notes coming out? When I get an auto-tune. Oh, that's actually a funny bit. Wait. Let's see if this works. Ooh. No, wait. We're not even... Hello? Ay. No, this isn't working. Okay, whatever. That wasn't funny anyways. We are Chicago. Okay, here's your monthly video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the funny Q&A with the funny stuff in it, Lamphao.